All right, short little on-location stream here. As the title says, cold, wet day at the beach. You can imagine nobody's going to be in the water right now. Not unheard of in the Deep South for people to be on the beach in November, but not on a day like today. Anna, how's it going? How's your Saturday going? This is my view today. Cold and wet, same over here. Like I was just saying, it is not uncommon for people in the Deep South to be on the beach and in the water at this time of year, but not on a day like today. It's pretty chilly. It's a bit cold and been raining all day. I am in Gulfport, Mississippi right now. Came out here today to check out a museum. I was looking for museums in the area because I knew I'd be out here this weekend, and I found one. So I visited that museum earlier. Going to be a video on the channel with that museum. Oh no, definitely not collecting seashells. That's for sure. There's actually a pretty decent mall a few blocks away from here. I'm probably going to go check that out in a little while. But I definitely wanted to come out and do a location stream because I hadn't done one in a few weeks. See, there's a pier over there. Looks like they keep the beach pretty clean. You might think differently if you saw it in person. Well, actually, no, I mean, the sand and all isn't that bad. Gracie Bell, hi, welcome. Welcome. I do not know if that pier's open or not. Let's go find out. Yeah, if only it'd be a nice day for people to be out on the beach and playing in the water and stuff, but clearly today is not a day for that. I'm gonna go walk over to this pier and see if it's open. You look off in the distance, you see those giant cranes. I think those are I don't know if those are cargo loading cranes or not. I never see container ships or anything out here. Gracie Bell is my dog's name. Sweet. We've got a marker here. Let's see. Ken Combs Pier, rededicated April 25th, 2008. It was originally completed in August 97. The pier was dedicated in honor of Mayor Ken Combs, who served as mayor of Gulfport from 1989 to 1997 and from 2001 to 2005. The pier was destroyed by the impact of Hurricane Katrina, which struck the Mississippi Gulf Coast on August 29th, 2005. Yeah, Katrina wreaked absolute havoc uh, on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. And that pier is not open. But let's see, we can go up right up to the entrance of it. It looks, oh, I think I see why you can't get on it. You believe the coolest and weirdest stuff around piers and break walls. I see exactly why you can't get on the pier. Looks like the pier is not safe for people to go on. So check this out. So, yep, that's why you can't go on it. And if you look over to the left-hand side, you can see debris and stuff right there. So I was hoping you could go on this one, but obviously not. I'm not stupid enough to try that. So maybe I'll be out here tomorrow for a little while too. So maybe I will try and see if I can find one where we can actually go out on the pier. Of course, weather pending. It's been raining all day, so for a long time I was actually doubting whether or not I could come and do a stream like this. But it finally stopped. We finally got a break. So I was like, well, now's the time to do it. So it actually we're starting to get some nice blue skies here. You can see. Of course, not so much when you look that way. On this particular spot, yeah, it's very nice. Now, how is everyone's weekend going? You can clearly see what I'm up to. What are you guys up to? So yeah, I went to that museum earlier, recorded a video over there. That'll be out for the channel. And later on, got a little concert going to be going to at one of the casinos tonight. For those who are not familiar, the Mississippi Gulf Coast is pretty much loaded with casinos. That's kind of their bread and butter. The beach, this is Gulfport, Mississippi. We're going to see an Elvis impersonator. You're going to play some Diablo 3 or watch some YouTube? I suggest watching my channel. It came out here last year, so went on my very first ever cruise last year. For those of you who watch the channel know, those videos are available on the channel as well. And the night before, we stayed out here, and we saw a Beatles tribute band, and actually those guys were really, really good. I've been hoping that they would come back and do another concert because I would definitely pay to see them again. Um, Unfortunately, they have not been back since, but you never know. See if we can get a little close up of those right there. See that building off in the distance, the one with the orange, like red type roof there. We're gonna go walk in there too. So I think they have some markers that show you how high the storm surge got for Hurricanes Camille and Katrina. And when you see how high the water got, it's absolutely insane. All right, so this is clearly a boat launch. Yeah, Mississippi Sound is right here. What's beyond the rocks right there? Yeah, so you got so this is technically not the Gulf right there that you're seeing off in the distance. It's the Mississippi Sound. You got a few barrier islands, one of which is Cat Island, I believe, or Ship Island. And there's a fort out there called Fort Massachusetts. And I did a video on that on the channel as well. And after those barrier islands is where the Gulf of Mexico begins. All right. Anyway, I'd be breaking my neck neck. I'd be breaking my neck to explore that long break wall. Yeah, no, I don't feel like falling in that water. I'm sure that water is extremely cold right now. And must be a fire he's trying to put out. It's not as wise as it looks. I mean, it looks. I mean, it's one person could definitely go on it, but I don't know how loose those rocks are. And again, I don't feel like going for a swim right now, not unless it's in a nice warm hot tub. There's a Walmart nearby too. Maybe I'll stop by later and grab some some hot chocolate or something and have that later on tonight before bed. Yeah, it looks like you'd have to walk through all this grass and stuff to get to it. Got a little trail right here. Let's. Of course, I'm not going to go walking in the sand either because I am in shoes and I do not feel like getting sand all up in my shoes. You sub? Thank you, Gracie. Very much appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. Anna here's one of my regulars, one of my loyal subscribers. Surprised we haven't seen Mark. Mark must be busy today. He usually pops up for the location streams too. Yeah, we do these location streams every now and then, and we normally do a 1 hour live stream on Friday evenings. Although the past couple of months I haven't been able to be consistent with that. But we have all sorts of topics or content on the channel. If you go to the main page of the channel, you can see the channel trailer, which gives you pretty much a good idea of all the sort of content that I do. It might be snowing where he's at. Probably so. I think it was snowing yesterday. Oh boy, that's going to be fun. I hope this isn't slippery. YouTuber slips and breaks his neck while live streaming. All right. Carefully navigating. There we go. We go on adventures through different places and through time. I love doing historical content. I really like going to different museums and checking them out and showing them off on the channel. I do a big mix of historical content and travel related content. Yeah, we're going to go in that building over there, right there in a little bit. But I wanted to check out this little gazebo here too. Oh, look, there's a bird over there. I don't know what kind of bird that is. I am not an expert on such things. Let's see if I can zoom in. Where am I at? I am in Gulfport, Mississippi. Look at that. Here, you see it? I don't know what kind of bird that is, but he's just chilling there. Heron or crane? Probably so. You think it's a goose? I don't know if you guys can notice this, but in certain spots you've got a seawall, and that's kind of what we're looking at right behind that little wooden structure. The Canadian Army is headed this way. I see them overhead quite a bit. It'd be so much better right now if the wind wasn't blowing. Other than that, it wouldn't really be cold. And it doesn't mess with geese, but you got the cat. I know you got a cat, right? You only got one cat, or do you have multiple cats? Multiple? Oh, yeah, we're getting some nice color in the sky now. You have two dogs, Gracie and Pepper. Cool. I wonder if that's the mall right there. I'm gonna have to check and see before I leave from here. I know the mall's on the other side of the street. And not every mall in America is dead, just most of them. Do you guys have like a mall in your area that is still thriving, or are they all gone? There are two malls back home that we have that are still thriving. Your mall is crap. Let's see. Okay, so your mall back home has been crap for years. There are two malls back home that I frequent that are still doing well. Base flood elevation high watermark. Doesn't say what storm that is. That might have been Katrina, but I thought they had plaques on these. There's another structure that shows which storms were which. Looks like this is just bathrooms for people who come to the beach. Crystal Max, hello, welcome. Go get a view of the street from here. Oh, this is a nice view. What ocean am I at? This is Gulfport, Mississippi. Why do they have those grassy patches? I am not sure. It looks like the beach has been like groomed. I don't know if that's the right word, but looks like it was groomed recently. You're lagging. Oh, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, this will be the best I can do. But we're only going to be live for about 10 more minutes or so anyway. I usually do these for like 30 minutes at a time. Once I'm done here, like I said, I'm going to probably go check out the mall that's over here. It's called Edgewater Mall. The few times I've been there, it looked pretty active. So, yeah, get a little, whatever this is. And you can't see the other side too well from here, but over there, it doesn't look quite as nice as that side right there does. Yeah, I think the mall is actually closer to Biloxi, which would be that way. It looks like Los Angeles. I've never been to LA. I've been to San Diego. Specifically, I've been to Mission Beach in San Diego, and that was very nice. There was like this boardwalk out there, and there were some different rides, almost like a fair or something. They had a roller coaster. I think they had a Ferris wheel, and that was some beautiful scenery because, like, if you were looking off that way, the land would actually curve out from where we were, and you could see like mountains and, well, not mountains, but maybe, but very high hills right there. Absolutely beautiful. Probably the nicest beach I've ever been to in my life would have been Half Moon Cay in the Bahamas last year. Actually, in the water on the beach on Thanksgiving Day, and you couldn't have had better weather. You couldn't have had better temperature. We were in the water on the beach for hours, and the ship we were on was right offshore. So we're taking selfies of ourselves, in the water with the ship behind us. You know, that beautiful blue water that you see on TV that you don't think is actually real until you see it in person. Oh goodness! All right. I think I stayed in those in that building off in the distance, not the larger beige one, but to the smaller one on the right. The beach in Mobile wasn't bad. Just forgot how fast it gets dark on the Gulf. Oh yeah. Well, it would not be sad if you hit that like button. Hell yeah, hit that like button. Like, share, subscribe, hype the video. It helps the channel big time. So when we went on that cruise last year, we left out of Mobile on the Carnival Spirit, and it blows your mind. And I've mentioned this on the channel before when we talk about Titanic, how they couldn't possibly have seen the iceberg until it was too late, even with binoculars, because of how pitch black it is on the ocean. When you are on the ocean at night on a ship, the lights only extend off the ship for a few feet. And after that, it is just a wall of black. You cannot see anything at all. So, having experienced that, I get it. I'd love to go walk on the beach, but like I said, I'm wearing shoes and I don't want to get sand all up in my shoes. Spent most of my time at night up on like deck 13 of my cruise, just darkness, even with the moon. Absolutely. And then the one I was on, like Titanic, we had a moonless night. So, I mean, it was just a wall of black. You could not see anything. We didn't have 13 decks. I was on a Carnival Spirit, and deck 10 was the highest deck on that ship. Now we're going on a different cruise. Look at all these birds. How did I not notice that? Look at all these birds right here on the shore. Norwegian Pearl. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm going on another cruise in January, and it's the ship is the Carnival Valor, which I have not been on. To date, the Spirit is the only ship I've been on. Yeah, look at all these birds. Wow. Seagulls. Let me see if I can zoom in and we can maybe get a better idea. There you go. Again, I don't know anything about birds. They might be seagulls. I am not entirely sure. I've also seen these birds on the Alabama coast as well. Beach is beautiful, especially at night. Oh, absolutely. I've actually been out here at night, and it's pretty nice. Now, further off, um, going back that way, the water is actually there. It must be low tide right now because the water is actually very low. There are people that are way out there, and they're not on water. It's like I wouldn't say as far out as the end of that pier, but maybe like halfway. Back ones are different, longer beaks, but some regular gulls. Okay. Well, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up right here. I'm looking forward to getting back in the car and warming up a little bit. And like I said, I'll probably head on over to that mall. If uh, if we can get some decent weather like this before I leave here tomorrow, I may come back and do another live stream like this in a different location. So if you are subscribed to the channel, make sure you've got notifications turned on. That way you can see if I do, in fact, get to go live. If I can make it happen, I will. But it's nighttime, you can fall asleep and you can hear the ocean, and it's going to be beautiful when you hear the ocean. I've fallen asleep on the beach in the daytime. I have found spots where there is nothing going on. There are no people around, and I just pull up a chair, and next thing I'm lights out. These are fun. Well, good. I'm glad you guys enjoy them. I enjoy doing these. They're easy to do. They're fun to do, and just give you guys some different scenery. That's what we try and do. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and keep an eye. Oh, Ozzy, yeah. Hey, Ozzy. Unfortunately, you're joining us at the very end here. I'm in the process of wrapping it up. But like I said, if weather permitting and if everything works out, I will try and do another one of these tomorrow from a different location before I head back home. We'll just have to wait and see how it goes. So, guys, enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Have a good one. And until the next time, you guys know the drill.